in crazy changes, we are pretty adaptable as a species, and we will. Like, this is just my sense.
No, we've talked about this before, and you have a technological bent to this.
Well, there's like.
So I'd love to hear about that.
There are like adaptations that like individual people and communities can do in order to like figure out how to adjust. That I sort of just in a non-specific way, I just sort of have a sense that that is how we'll cope.
Okay. Small scale kind of changes?
Sure, or like, instead of depending on this crop that we no longer can depend on year after year, we'll depend on something else that we can get more reliable.
Your resources, resources will diminish substantially, but...
I don't know, diets will change towards more animals, or, I don't know what it would be, but like, my sense is that like, those, it's sort of like we'll deal with it as we go kind of thing, right?
Okay.
Like that things change. So like coming into this, my sense is like things change, a new sort of balance is struck, and that like we'll figure out how things have changed, then be able to like figure out the best way to deal with this new balance and optimize our economy or our food production for that.
That sounds very nice and orderly to me.
But the sense that I'm getting now, in the last couple minutes, is that like that equilibrium may not come.
There's it's not a zero-sum game. You don't get positive benefits really to weigh out all the negatives. And also we've never faced a problem of this scale. We've never had to orderly change our entire diet and lifestyle in the span of like 2 decades. And if food were ever to get scarce or weird or go away, people don't act very orderly. They tend to freak out and fight each other for whatever resources are left. So, like the drought that's going on now is jacking our food prices up by like 10%, give or take. It went up about 10% in a month last summer, and this year it's going to raise beef and cheese prices at least 5-10%, something like that. And that's not too much. I mean, we can absorb that. We have Western styles of life, and we have pretty good jobs with high salaries and stuff. But it's a global market now, so all of our food is traded on the global market. It'll get shipped anywhere in the world where they'll pay a high price. And if the price of wheat doubles here, it increases the box of wheat thins by 10% because of all the manufacturing, and you're paying mostly for the cardboard box and the advertising. But if you buy wheat off a boat in India and you just make chapatis out of wheat and put them in your mouth and the price doubles, that means your food cost doubles. Mm-hmm. And you don't eat every other day now because you don't have the income to do that. So especially in food poor nations, especially in the equator, it's going to get pretty uncomfortable for everybody living there, and it's going to get to be pretty tumultuous while people figure out how they're going to meet their basic needs for water and food from day to day. That's it. So it'll be a little nicer up here for a while, and it's pretty bad in the middle already. That's where most of our wars and most of the people that hate us live already. But it's gonna get worse. I mean, I wish I were joking, but if you just look along here, you're like, oh yeah, we went to war with them and them and them and them.